Hi. Okay. What I'm doing right now is I'm doing kind of a video dump, if you will, and I'm doing everything I can think of, so that you guys can watch it whenever, and I'm not held to the rigid standards of like 2 p.m. Because sometimes I realize now that at 2 p.m. sometimes I get busy, and then it snowballs, and so I'm gonna do it now or whenever I think about it, and then you guys can watch it whenever. Okay. So things have been going on in the soaps. Okay. Well. Uh, um, all right. Well, there's two major storylines I can think of, and then there's two like. Okay, I think of soap operas in this way, like alphabetical or numerical. Okay, so you have your A storyline and your B storyline, and sometimes a C storyline and sometimes a D storyline, but usually A, B, and C, because if you have an hour to tape, then that kind of gives you 20 minutes per story or 30 minutes per story, or with let's say Bold and the Beautiful, they only have half an hour, so they usually give you one gigantic story, but everyone's connected in some way. Okay, and I'm going to show you what I mean right now. Okay, so your main story today for me was the storyline with Claire Grace and Victoria, and then your B storyline is Nikki and Audra and Nate, and then your C storyline is maybe Summer or Sharon and Chance. Okay, all right. So your A storyline is the one they give the most time to, or the one they split with the B storyline. And if you really think about it, okay, they split the storyline with Haley Aaron and Amelie Hanley, and then and then Melody Thomas Scott and Sean Dominic, right? So okay, and then your C storyline is Sharon and Chance because it got the less screen time. Okay, so I don't know. I'm starting to see a Newman family trait here, and I don't really know if I like it or not. And it's not what you think I'm gonna say. Um, I, on the one hand, I get it, but on the other hand, it's like okay. All right. So let's lay down the basics here. Newmans have a lot of money. Let's be clear here. Okay, they're the main focal point of the show. The only other people are the Abbotts, and everybody else is like splintered off of them, and or new people that have nothing to do with them. Because think about it. Okay, Chelsea was with Billy. Okay, Chelsea was a newcomer. She was a bad girl. They switched her into a good girl and changed her whole storylines. Okay, and then everybody else is either connected to the new ones or the Abbotts. All right. So then this new girl, I say new, but she's been here for a couple months now. Haley Aaron playing Claire Grace, right? Okay, so I kind of knew without knowing fully that she was going to be an integral part of the soap from the word go because they already dumped her in. Well, not dumped her in, but put her with the Newmans right away. Okay, she worked with Nikki from the jump. So I'm like, okay, she's working with the Newmans. So, whatever. I had no idea, none, they were going to make her a family member. Um, okay. Which I guess the role of Colleen's Aunt Jordan is going to be short lived because she was here from when was it? October, November, till for maybe 2 months, maybe, and that was it. So I don't know where that role's going. Okay. Okay, so then, all right. So then now we have Claire Grace as Victoria's daughter now. Okay, but Victoria, and this is another thing I don't really like about the long lost family trope, because somehow these soap operas do the same thing, but in different ways. But if you know what you're looking for, you'll see it coming. And what I mean is, somehow they connect all these people to this one family. And you're like, okay, what? Maybe if it happens once, you're like, okay, whatever. But now it's like everyone's connected to these people. Everyone. And it's like, all right, I don't buy it anymore. Plus, okay, let's talk about the fashion for a second. And I'm going to bring it up in a weird way, okay? All right. So, Victoria's playing the all concerned mother now, right? Okay, but look at her top, and look at her whole dress thing. Okay, it's all fancy and stuff, and then her daughter is like in uh I don't know what kind of clothes, like hospital clothes, but not quite hospital clothes. I'm like, okay, want to talk about a a disparity of wealth here and disparity of class here. Totally. Okay. Um. So wow, are they gonna like? Are they gonna let the division continue, or are they gonna mend it, or what are they gonna do here? Because okay, Victoria looks like she should run the joint, and Claire Grace, it looks like she should be thankful for everything she gets, like a Cinderella story or something. So weird. All right. So then we got those covered. We got that one covered pretty much. Okay, let's go on to the B storyline. Nikki wanting to drink again, and Nate, Nate coming to the rescue and saying, "Don't do that." And by the way, okay, I gotta give Zuleika Silver, who plays Audra, props today, because they included her in the storyline, or they tried. And she tried to talk Nikki out of drinking, or whatever, or see what was up. But Nikki wasn't giving her anything because, and then okay, so then that circles back into something else. That shows you that no matter what Nikki says out of her mouth, she does not trust Audra as far as she can throw her. No. But yeah, she trusts Nate. Maybe she does like Nate, like deep down. I mean, I know she's skeptical of him, and I understand why, but I think deep down she likes him. And trusts him, too, to a certain level. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Hopefully that means that Victoria and Nate will get back together someday. And I want them to get back together because until Nate had this idea of climbing the ladder, I think he really did love Victoria. He really did. And I want to see that play out. And what happens when that really, like, when the two characters give it a shot, you know? Okay, so we got the A and B storyline covered. Okay, so now we're on to the C storyline. I told you yesterday, and I was very vocal about it. Well, as vocal as I could be yesterday. Um, well, yeah, I was, because I almost lost my voice yesterday because I got so angry. Okay, and the reason why I got so angry is because, well, there's a lot to unpack here for me. Okay? Sharon Pace, the actress, has been on the YNR for a long time. Okay? And they made her a legacy cast member and everything else. And now it feels like I don't know what to feel. I don't know how much Sharon Case is involved in her, what storyline she gets, or if her contract is coming up and she just doesn't want to renew. I don't know. I really don't. But I've been feeling it for about a year because I've watched YNR for a long time, on and off. Okay, and I told you about the off times. But I've been looking out for a complete year. And the storylines they give Sharon Case are not good ones. She now plays the mother to the daughter or the grandmother to the little baby or the coffee shop owner who doesn't go anywhere and do anything. And God forbid she have a man. And let me explain something to you. Okay, I'm going to have to make a second video because I'm so heated. Give me a minute here. Okay, this is going to be a part 2 because this is all right. So goodbye, and I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. Okay, all right.